Guys, what's up and welcome back to this YouTube channel. It's your guy Igor here. Why I left Canada and now, guys, you can see I'm in Mexico. I made videos about Canada for about 7 years, and make sure you watch this video until the very end, guys, so you know exactly the thing about this video. There is a secret about this video, so I'll tell it closer to the end. So what are the main reasons in 2025 not to move to Canada, or why people are leaving Canada? And I'm not talking about those news that are coming on Hindustan newspaper, let's say, you know, the newspaper that's or like a channel that has full of Indian propaganda there, and they tell a lot of negative stuff about Canada, but there is part of it is true. So it's not all a lie. A lot of it is actually true, and Canada has changed a lot over the recent years. I'm actually getting flushed into the ocean a little bit, guys. So reason number one is, of course, guys, excessive level of immigration in 2025. And well, let's start off the obvious one. It's weather. Look where I am. I am basically in Mexico, guys, right now, in what is Puerto Vallarta, how is it called? And it's a beautiful place. The weather is amazing. Like, the climate is just freaking awesome. You get all the fruits, all the vegetables, nice spicy food, really nice polite people, huge safety, and it's freaking beautiful here. Like, you know, honestly, guys, I've been to India. I think here it's even more beautiful than in India. Well, for sure, a little bit cleaner in this city, but people don't mess, they don't litter on the streets. So, like, it's literally, like, I would say almost like a cleaner version of India, almost. Something like that. And more importantly, it's like 4 hours direct flight from Calgary here, so it's freaking amazing. First of all, guys, is the weather. You know, it gets really cold. It's snowing in Edmonton, Calgary right now. My friends are sending me pictures. They're like, Igor, it's a good thing you're not here right now. And I'm like, I know. Next reason is excessive immigration levels. They had a goal of increasing immigration every year, 500,000 and more and more and more. In recent years, there was a huge spike of especially people on temporary status, work permit, and stuff like that. So those people were coming to Canada, guys, staying there on a work permit. There's like hundreds of thousands of people from Ukraine even came on the so-called refugee visa, but actually it's in the work permit. So people who came from Ukraine on the refugee visa actually never got a refugee status. They didn't get any payments. Like, they got like, I think they got like an entrance payment at some point, like $3,000. And honestly, what happened to those people, actually, a lot of them actually spent their money, all of their savings that they brought from Ukraine, in a matter of a couple of months here in Canada. So as soon as they came here, they sold their real estate in Ukraine, they sold all of their assets, brought in all of their savings, got the $3,000, and in 3 months, 4 months, they realized that all of their savings, life savings that they brought from Ukraine, is vanished here in Canada. So they literally gave more to Canada than they took in that essence, because they were like, yeah, Igor, it was a nice trick to get us here. And now a lot of them are trying to buy houses, and that's another reason. It's because too many people, in Russian there is saying, слишком много народу, мало кислороду. То есть, this means that if there is too many people, there is not enough oxygen for everyone. So quite literally in Canada right now, there is not enough oxygen for everyone. Your real estate prices are skyrocketing. You know, the freaking Calgary market, people are asking me, Igor, what's the price of this house? I'm like, yeah, 350K, 330. They're like, yeah, but what's actually the price? Like, well, people are going to pay probably 550, 560 for it right now. They're like, why do you say 330? I'm saying that's how it was when I started my real estate journey. Within like 4 years ago, that's how the prices were, and I still remember them at that time. But now things have changed, so it doesn't really matter what I think. What matters is how much the market is willing to pay for it. And government of Canada doesn't issue enough permits, there is bureaucracy, and yeah, they don't let people build houses. And because of that, we have skyrocketing housing costs and prices. Also groceries, like you go to Costco and everything. I remember you go to Costco, it was a $200 store. Now it's more like $500, $600 store. Each time I go there, I spend all my money there. It's crazy. I'm so happy my income actually went up in recent years in Canada. If I was still with the same income that I came to Canada and I got my first job, like, God damn it, I would probably be going to a food bank right now, you know, with this kind of inflation and everything. You would think you're making more money, but really the Canadian dollar is not worth as much anymore. I was just coming here and buying US dollars. I don't know why I did that. Probably my stupid Ukrainian mentality, immigrant mentality. Guys, I came to Canada 12 years ago. I didn't come on a refugee visa from Ukraine. But anyways, I went here and it was crazy, guys. I bought money from CIBC and they sold me US dollars at 1.48 rate, which is freaking 1.5 almost. So that's how little Canadian dollar buys you when you're out of Canada. And honestly, and here in Mexico, electronics and things are as expensive as in Canada. Now, also healthcare. At least here you can go and get your health fixed. Yes, you have to pay, but at least it's way cheaper and faster in Canada. Emergency rooms, emergency services, guys. Let me show you, guys, how beautiful it is here. Like, I'm a little bit concerned about the waves, but I'm actually going to go and swim there right now. But anyways, emergency rooms, emergency services. If you're going to ER, you have to be waiting for a very long time in a freaking waiting queue. And there are actually cases of people dying waiting in a queue for their emergency. So it's pretty bad. Healthcare in Canada sucks. It's like, you know, for example, what was I going to tell you? What's the health issue that I have? I went to a walk-in clinic and they told me you need for that an appointment. For that you need to have a family doctor. And my family doctor waiting time is like 2 months. And once you get the referral, the waiting time is another like 6 months or something like that. And the surgery waiting time is, well, you know what, I might as well, oh, it was my nose, yeah. I might as well live with a broken nose that I had for many, many years now still. So, kickboxing career in my teenagers. Guys, still, don't go for kickboxing. It's has some side effects like broken noses and stuff, even though it was not broken, but I guess, whatever, guys. Now, next part about it is Trump tariffs. Auto manufacturing industry is getting smashed in Canada. Economy is collapsing. And what that means is that actually it's very difficult to find jobs in Canada and Canadian economy crumbling and uncertainty, political uncertainty. We have Mark Carney, we have Pierre Poilievre, we have liberals, conservatives. Everyone is fighting for power, imposing new taxes. And honestly, guys, that's a pretty shitty situation, and Trump wants to annex Canada, and a lot of Ukrainians who came to Canada are actually telling me that that's how the thing started in Ukraine before Russia invaded Ukraine. So that's another thing that you should be really cautious about. And honestly, I hope there will be peace in Canada. Now, I'll tell you the truth about this video, guys. I'm going back to Canada in 2 days. This place is beautiful, but it's too expensive. The incomes here are still too small. So yeah, as much as I want to complain about Canada, I think Canada is still better than Mexico. And I still think that there is a huge hope for better in Canada, for a better future. And I think it's a freaking amazing country. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. So I haven't left Canada forever. I'm just here for vacation. I'll be back. I'm slowly running out of my Canada saved money while paying my mortgages in Canada. Being here is freaking expensive. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next video. Bye for now.